In this video, we'll be talking about creating issues for the SCUTTLE's GitHub. If you have an issue with your SCUTTLE and you have, say, a software problem with one of the programs you've used from our SCUTTLE library, any code that's from this GitHub repository, if you have an issue with it, you can come to our GitHub page at github.com/mxet/scuttle, and you can go to our Issues tab right here. So if I click on that, you can see that right here there will be a list of issues. You can search through here for previously closed issues. So these are all issues that people have made previously, and if you have an issue, it's likely someone else has had the same issue. You can look through here to find that issue and the solution. If you don't manually scroll through here, you can straight up look for keywords, and it does a pretty good job of finding your error. So if you have an error output from some code, you can type it into here. You know, if it's permission denied, then okay. So here's one issue where that keyword shows up. So in this page, so you can see like permission denied is right there. It makes it really easy to find these issues. And yes, you have to run the system. So if you have an issue with your SCUTTLE, GitHub, the code running on it, then you can come here and you can post an issue. If their issue is not found in here, you can go to here and you can click New Issue. Now, when writing GitHub issues, you need to make sure you are descriptive. So make your title short but clear. Don't say SCUTTLE issue. Say, for example, in the last one, I'm unable to use servos on my SCUTTLE, or something a little more descriptive. And I don't need your whole thing here because you'll type it here. So just, you know, give me a brief, like a little comment on what it is, and then here you can go into detail. Now, when I say you go into detail, you should give me as much detail as you can so that I can firstly replicate your issue and then try to solve that issue. If I can't replicate your issue, it's very difficult for me to solve that issue. So I should start this with saying, do not take a screenshot of your image, do not take a screenshot of your output, any error, and paste it into here. I will not respond to those. I'll probably immediately close them and leave a comment saying that you need to repost the same output in text. So please copy and paste your output to your issue. Do not screenshot or put any images in here. Any images you do put can be, say, if you have a hardware issue, well, here's how I have my wiring connected. Hopefully you take clear pictures of those things. But as far as code goes and command line stuff, terminal stuff, please do not take pictures or screenshots, because I will close those immediately. I won't help you until you put text, proper text. The reason I do this is because if you put a screenshot of an output, then someone else tries to search for that issue. If you have it in text, then the search is able to identify matching strings in the issues and help that person solve their problem by seeing those previous issues, closed issues. If you put an image in there, then there's no way for anyone else with the same issue to find the issue you created and see the solution. So that's why we don't allow images. So in here you can put something like you know, what caused the issue. So please put something like your you know, to replicate, and then you can put in here some stuff. You can do this uses a markdown formatting. So you can see, if you can go to this preview right here, and here it's got the text to replicate. You can make this maybe a little more clear for me to read. The better you can make your issue, the better you can format this, the easier it will be for me to help you. So the more detail you can put into here, the more clarity you can put into here, the easier I'll be able to help you solve your issue, and honestly, the more I'll want to help you solve your issue. So if you really want help, try to do your best in making clear, concise GitHub issues. One more thing I'd like to go over. So there, you know, to replicate, maybe I'd capitalize that, and then I put some to replicate someday to replicate this issue, you must ... can come here. I could see to replicate. So to replicate this issue, you must do this, and then say run a command. So you can take advantage of these formatting options up here because they make things far easier to read. And one of the ones I like the most is say if I say to run this to replicate this issue, run this command, and I'll just put some command in here, ls, and then this, and you can see it's kind of giving it some formatting. Now that's a code formatting, and you can do things like code blocks with 3 ticks. So you know, I don't have any code to put in here, but I'll just put this text, and you can see now it's put this entire thing into a little code block. So please use these, and also you don't have to manually type these out like I did. You can just as easily take that and then come here, click on that button, it'll do the exact same thing for you. So do your best to use these to make your issues as clear as possible. So the things I'll need is, you know, what do I have to do to replicate this issue? What is the output that you get that you're that is the issue? So like this is the error you're receiving, or this is what's not working. What's your expected output? Things like that. Because if you tell me you have an issue and say that issue is not clear on why that is an issue, if I can know what your expected output is, that would help me solve your problem. Anyways, the more effort you can put into making this clear, the better I can help you. And so yeah, that's how you make these or GitHub issues for SCUTTLE, and this is how you make GitHub issues in general. If ever you're using GitHub and you need to create an issue, that's a good way to do it, is to do your best to be clear.